Swamiji, I am Bratati from Uttarkashi.
Yes.
Actually, I am listening to your talks for a long time.
Oh, you live in Uttarkashi?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we stay at the Kailash Ashram.
Oh.
And
How stay at the Kailash Ashram?
yes.
How is that possible?
We stay there for 6 months, or
all right,
and then we come back to Calcutta. Then again go there. That's our. Actually, I think that is my place.
All right.
So actually, my question is, I am attending so many classes and your lectures also. So sometimes I feel that that veil of ignorance is getting lifted, but again it envelops me, and I feel disturbed by if my son says something or some neighbor does something bad. So how to get even? How to get rid of these fluctuations of this frustration and elation?
Yes. It's a good question. It's a good question. The way you put it at the end, how to get rid of this ups and downs of frustrations and elations. Yeah. Sri Ramakrishna gave a beautiful example. Pukur, pond in Bengal. And it's something called pana, which is a kind of algae, green algae. Hyacinth, which covers the surface of the pond or the lake, and you can't see the water beneath. And so he says that, and it's something that you see quite commonly in the ponds in Bengal, in the lakes and ponds in Bengal. And he says that it covers as if there's no water there, but you just put your hand there and push it aside, and you'll see the sparkling clear water beneath. And he says, let go, it'll come, his words, it'll come dancing back and cover the surface of the lake, of the pond again. This is exactly what you're talking about. It's a very deep metaphor. It's a very deep metaphor. The hyacinth on the lake surface, or these, sometimes it's translated as the scum on the surface of the lake, or the algae. What we are, this consciousness to which the whole universe is revealed, in which this whole universe is revealed. Vivekananda calls it the open secret. But two words, open and secret. Open because it's continuously available to us. It is that consciousness which enables us to see, hear, walk, talk, do everything in life, and come to this Vedanta talk and listen. All of it is made possible because you're conscious. These are experiences. Every experience is lit up by consciousness, is made possible by consciousness. What's an experience? Consciousness plus some object is an experience. C plus O is equal to E. It's not quite Einstein, but anyway. It's very fundamental. Consciousness plus object is equal to experience. So in every experience, that consciousness is evident. It's always there. It cannot not be there. That's why it's open. Also, it's effortless. It's not, what in technical terms, not mediated. See, even to see you, I have to open my eyes. My eyes have to work. The light has to be there. The object, you have to be there. All of these have to work. My mind has to be attentive. Then only I will have the experience of seeing you. But, or hearing, and even more of reading, of learning science. So every kind of knowledge is mediated. It requires mind and senses and a world, certain conditions in the world outside. But consciousness itself, it's available directly without any other instrument. It's available effortlessly. Every other knowledge requires a little bit of an action, some effort, somewhere. At least a mental effort. But this is effortless. This is choiceless. You cannot not be conscious. So consciousness is constantly available, effortlessly available, without any instrument. That's why in Sanskrit this is called aparoksha. Not mediated by any instrument. So that's why Vivekananda says open. But why secret? If it's so open, why is it secret? It's secret because of that water hyacinth. It's because of our fascination. We, the consciousness, our fascination with the object, The C is fascinated by the O, which leads to experience. So the C, the consciousness, you, we are fascinated with our experiences. Fascination includes enjoyment, suffering, curiosity, all of that. So our attention is continuously poured, directed out at the object, at our resultant experiences, and never inward looking at what I am, who I am, what I am. That's all that is covering this secret. That is all that is covering this open secret. That's the secret part of it. As Sri Ramakrishna says, it comes dancing back. And it causes elation and frustration. When it causes elation, I chase that. I want it more and more and more. When it causes frustration, I become upset and I want to resolve that frustration. In both cases, I remain engaged with the object. I don't look back. And that's not our fault. That's how we have been designed. The eyes are designed to see something outside. They're not designed to see pure consciousness.
Swami, how to break that pattern?
Yeah, I'm building up to it. She is in a hurry. Enlightenment, quick. She says, I've been at it for years and years. Now tell me, how do I break that pattern? All right. So we have to find out what is that pattern. Why? First of all, what you're looking for, what you're searching for, it's openly present. That's the thing. It's open. It's very close. It's not very far away at all. The pure consciousness, tadu antike, Ishopanishad says, it's closer than the closest to you. So it's close to you, it's directly available to you, it's instantaneously available to you, it's openly and effortlessly available to you, it's choicelessly available to you. Yet it is hidden, often hidden. First of all, by ignorance. Most people don't know about it, so it's hidden for them. But even when you know about it, if you read about it, think about it, understand it to some extent also, even then it's mostly hidden. Why? This is your question. How do you break out of that? It's hidden because of our fascination with the object. Even after knowledge, even after studying Vedanta for years, still the fascination with the object, fascination with this experience, that experience, both elation and with frustration. We're fascinated with frustration also because we can't let go. We can't let go pleasurable things. We can't let go painful things. They capture our attention. Even the desire to push away painful things has already caught you. So, to free ourselves from that, now you realize why Viveka, Vairagya, these things are said to be the entry conditions for Vedanta. If you enter Vedanta with intense Vairagya, dispassion, you will see when the understanding dawns upon us, we can dispel this fascination, the spell of the object. We can dispel it very easily because Vairagya means dispassion for the object. If fascination comes, if pleasure comes, if elation comes, our answer is, I don't care. I don't want it. I'm not interested. If frustration comes, anger comes, failure comes, I'll say, I don't want it. I don't care. Tell the mind, oh mind, whatever you can think of, good, bad, ugly, whatever you can think of, I'm not interested. I don't want it. The mind will say, oh, I'll think of Vedanta, I'll think of Brahman. No, I don't want it. You must firmly say, it's a very pushy salesman, the mind. They say there's a salesman in the wild west here. A salesman was caught and said he was snake oil salesman, they used to call them. Give one medicine which will cure all diseases. He was caught and the charges against him were selling imaginary cures for real diseases and real cures for imaginary diseases. That's what the mind does. So he said, no, I don't want anything. And there is something that I want, enlightenment, being centered in my real nature. That, oh mind, you cannot give. Now, I'm already giving you the answer to your question. How do you dispel that dancing back again? Remember, ask yourself, this question, this problem, it's a pattern, it's coming back again, and I get swept away by the world. I understand I'm pure consciousness, but this understanding itself gets covered over, it gets swept away. It is not very, it's very weak in face of the problems and distractions of the world. Now my question is, whose question is that? Is that the question of pure consciousness or of the mind? Of the mind. But what was your understanding? I am pure consciousness.
Yes.
Who is objecting to who is setting up the problem and looking for a solution? The mind. Even when you are getting frustrated with say, son says something, or you're elated with, it's great, time to go back to Uttarkashi again, that time of the year has come, all very nice. Both of these are experiences revealed to you, the consciousness. Both of these reveal you as the underlying consciousness, that limitless pure consciousness. This is the deep answer to your question. That even in the midst of the so-called frustration and elation, you are exactly the same as you were when you fully realized, I am limitless awareness, I am Brahman. Right now also. As much as the senior-most monks in Kailash Ashram, as they are pure consciousness, so you are. Right now, no matter what your mind says, the more you give this thunderbolt reply to the mind will shrink away. So this is the first level reply. And the second level reply is practice. Is devote daily some time. Since you know enough now, and you have studied Vedanta at the source, and you get to stay in Uttarkashi, Kailash Ashram and all that, so spend enough time every day. Return to that original source. This you will not find in the books. There's a story among the monks, same question which you are asking. Their answer, there's a story among the monks who live in the forests in the Himalayas. So mongoose, it fights against snakes. There are YouTube videos also you can see. Mongoose, I've actually seen also once mongoose fighting. It's almost like it plays with the snake. Now, the story, this is the parable. I don't know how actually biologically true it is, but it's a parable among the monks. They say that the snake sometimes does manage to bite the mongoose and inject its venom into the mongoose. Now what the mongoose does is, it runs away into the forest and it knows there is a particular herb or a shrub which it chews on, and the poison goes down. Then it comes back again and fights or plays with the snake. He says the Vedantin must be like that. Your day and night, as long as the body is there, you're playing with Maya. And so it will inject. And you must go back and chew on Panchadashi, Aparoksha Anubhuti, Aham Brahmasmi. Spend some time away from the snake, morning and evening.
Yes.
Then come back and play with joy. You must come back also. Your Vedanta must be tested. And there is a saying that in spiritual life you not only must go away, you must come back also. Thank you. So remember, 2 layers of answer. One is mind. Second is practice.